guys doing good? Are you ready for a fun chapel? Can you turn to the person next to you and say, nothing is impossible? Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to tell me, how was your week, okay? Even if you're at home and you're watching, how was your week this week, all right? Scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and put it up. Even if you're at home, go ahead and put it up. All right, was it a 7? Was it a 9? Was it a 10? Was it a 1? Your whole week, a lot of 10s, a lot of 9s, some 5s, okay? Couple 1s, a majority of 10s though, that's good, that's good. All right guys, everybody up on your feet, let's go to wake up this morning, let's go to get into worship. Everybody up, everybody up. We know that with God nothing is impossible.
I can do anything. I can do all things. 'Cause it's you who gives me strength. Nothing is impossible through you. Blind eyes are open. Strongholds are broken. I am living by faith.
It's time to get loud.
Not gonna live by what I see. I'm not gonna live by what I feel.
Here we go, deep down, let's sing it out.
Deep down I know that you're here with me. And I know that you can do anything. Through you I can do anything. I can do all things. 'Cause it's you who gives me strength. Nothing is impossible through you. Blind eyes are open. Strongholds are broken. I am living by faith. Nothing is impossible. I'm not gonna live by what I see. I'm not gonna live by what I feel. Deep down I know that you're here with me. I know that you can do anything. Yeah. Through you I can do anything. I can do all things. 'Cause it's you who gives me strength. Nothing is impossible through you. Blind eyes are open. Strongholds are broken. I am living by faith. Nothing is impossible. I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe in you. I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe in you. I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe in you. I believe, I believe. Hey. I believe, I believe in you. Through you, I can do anything. I can do all things. 'Cause it's you who gives me strength. Nothing is impossible through you. Blind eyes are open. Strongholds are broken. I am living by faith. Nothing is impossible. I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe in you. I believe, I believe. I believe, I believe. I believe in you.
Good job, guys, good job. I feel like everybody's awake now, all right? So, for today's game, all right, I got to get something special for today's game. But before we get into today's game, I got to get one thing. Can I come out? Timmy, I'm trying to play a game. I don't know if I can take you out there. But I want to go out. I want to say hi to all the kids. Timmy, I got to run a game. But I really want to go. Can I look at him? Okay, fine. Okay? But we got to keep it short. Okay? We got things to do. We got a long day. Yeah. Okay. So, today, you know what we're talking about? You know what we're talking about today? No. We talked about it last night. Remember I called you and I told you what I was going to be speaking on? Do you remember that? That was you? Timmy, I called you at like 8 o'clock. That's my cereal time. Okay, all right. So today we're talking about kindness, all right, being kind. I'm kind. Were you kind the other day when you talked to that one kid? He made me mad. That's not an excuse to me. You can't just yell at people. Well, he started it. Oh, that's not what that means, okay? Just because he said something to you, he didn't say anything about me. He talked about my mom. Okay, so even if someone talks about your mom, my breath isn't that bad. Okay. That's not very kind, all right? So today we're talking about kindness and like Jesus is kind to us, true, and how we should be kind to others. Timmy, we got to be kind to other people. We can't just like say we should be kind and then not be. What's an example of being kind? Sharing. Sharing what? Not food. I mean, Timmy, that's all you got as a kid. That's all you got is food. If some other kid at the lunch table is hungry, do you share your food? No. Why? COVID. Okay. I know, but in a normal situation, okay, what's another way to be kind to somebody? He said toys. I like toys. What else? Timmy, I'm asking you, what do you think? Okay, all right, what? Hold on. Just because his ears are big. Okay, so, Timmy, okay? How do we be kind to people? Nice. All the time? Yes. Okay. Timmy, we got to be kind to people. Can you try to be kind this weekend? Yeah. How can you be kind? Help my mom. Yes, you can help your mom. That would be a good place to start. What about your brother? Edward is mean. Okay. Let me give you an example, okay? Edward comes into your room. Wrong! What do you mean wrong? He's wrong. You don't go in my room. That's my room. Okay. Let's say Edward goes into your room, but he needs a Band-Aid. We have a mother. Oh. Okay. Timmy, okay? What if Edward really, really needs your help? Like he hurt his knee really, really bad. He hurt it out in the street while riding his bike. Your mom's busy, and you're right there in the driveway. What do you do? Say that was cool? I don't know. Okay. How about asking if he's what? What do you ask him if you saw somebody get hurt? What do you ask them? Are you what? My brother? No. Timmy, you ask them if they're okay. Timmy, okay, let me put it to you this way. If you get hurt really, really bad, do you want someone to check up on you? Yeah, I don't like pain. I cry a lot. Okay, so if you cry a lot and you get hurt, do you want someone to check up on you? Yes. Okay, shouldn't Edward receive the same treatment? I guess you're right. Okay, yeah, exactly. I'm right. So you got to be kind to other people because who was kind to us? My teacher? Yes, your teacher's kind to you, but who else? Who's the person that saved you? All right, who's the person that loves you no matter what? His name starts with a J. A J? I like jump ropes. No, not jump ropes. Timmy? Let me give you an example. That's one example. What is that? A cross. Yes, and who died on the cross? For who? You and you. Timmy, Jesus is kind to us even when we're not kind to him. Jesus is kind to us, and he showed us his love even when we didn't deserve it. So we should show that to other people, correct? Yes. So if Edward says something mean to you, are you going to show him kindness, or are you going to try and get back at him? I guess I'll try this kindness thing out. That's good. You're going to try the kindness thing out? Yes. Are you going to brush your teeth tomorrow morning? No. Oh, my gosh. All right, so today's game, okay? Don't laugh at them. You're encouraging them. All right, Timmy, I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Hey, Pastor Andy, can I come back next week? Well, I don't know if we should have him coming back next week, because then we got things going on. We got a schedule. Let me ask them. Do you guys want Timmy back next week? Okay. They said yes, so I guess we'll figure it out. Okay. Your mom's here to pick you up. Go outside. All right. Okay. So apparently Timmy has a brother named Edward. I didn't know that until today. All right. So today's game is this. Who is the fastest in your class? Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Who's the smartest in your class? All right. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Who's the wisest in your class? All right, put your hands down, put your hands down. Who pays the most attention in your class? Right. All right, go and grab a seat. Okay, what I need each class. You're going to sit down, you're going to face forward, you're going to look at me, you're not going to move. You're going to be like a beautiful, amazing statue of an amazing kid, and you're going to look forward at me, okay? And if your teacher calls on your name to come on up here and play in today's game, you get to play. Now, teachers, go ahead and send me 2 students from each class. But students, look at me. Nobody likes the me kid. Put your hands down, look forward, sit quietly. This is a good time to reward those that have been good all week. All right. Okay, I need kindergarten and first grade, one person from kindergarten, one person from first grade over there by that line. Everybody else come up on the stage. Go ahead and grab a seat on the stage. Go ahead and grab a seat somewhere on the stage. One person from kindergarten, one person from first grade. Go ahead and go to that line for me. All right, I need you guys to come on up here. Come on up here, go ahead and grab a seat. So you guys are the contestants today, huh? You're the lucky chosen? Perfect. All right, so how this game works, okay? It's called red light, green light. We will do tournament style, starting from kindergarten all the way going up to 5th, okay? When I say red light, that means what? When I say green, that means what? And yellow means slow, okay? Now, there are 2 kinds of slow. There's this slow, okay? And then there's this slow, okay? When you walk, you should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be able to walk. You're just walking, okay? When I say yellow, that means you're walking with your grandmother, okay? Don't lead her down. Don't make her fall, okay? You're just walking with grandma, okay? You're just walking with. Let's do one practice round. Green. Green. Green, yep. Red. This is just a practice round. Now, when I say green, that means you can run full throttle, okay? You can floor it and just, okay? You can go wide open, okay? Let's go. Yellow, practice round, just a practice round. Yellow, we're just walking with grandma. We're just trying to get her to the mailbox so she can go see the neighbors and maybe do a little gossiping. Red, green, red. Okay, couple things. When I say red, I need you to stop, okay? Because that means a car just flew through the building and is about ready to hit you. And when I say red, I need you to stop before that car hits you, okay? If you keep walking, bye-bye, see you later, sayonara, okay? So that's why when I say red, I need you to stop immediately, okay? Let's do one more practice to that line. You guys can stay over here. Green, red, red, red. He's dead. Okay, let's start over. Green, green. Red's got to stop. You got to stop on red. You got to stop or you are automatically eliminated. First grade. Okay, perfect. All right, so you go ahead and grab a seat. All right, go ahead and grab a seat right there. Okay, you stay right there. You go ahead and grab a seat as well. All right, one of you guys from 5th. Who's in 4th? Okay, you go ahead and go over there. Perfect. All right. You guys kept tying up. We got to figure it out. All right. You ready? Green, red, green, red, red. Yellow, red, green. I can't handle these ties. I just can't. I can't. All right, you behind the line? You guys ready? Green. All right. You stay up here. You go ahead and grab a seat. Next up, second. Who's in second? Okay. Who's the other second grader? You. Go ahead and go down. Who's in third? You. All right. You're up. All right, so listen, you guys aren't in kindergarten anymore, nor first grade. So when I say red, if you move, you're automatically out, okay? Ready? Green, red. Now make sure you listen, because this could get you out right here. Red, yellow, walk with grandma, walk with grandma. Red, red. You guys are both out, grab a seat. All right. Next up. What grade are you in? Okay, you're up. Okay. What grade are you in? 4th. Perfect. All right. Hey, you're out. All right. Green, red, yellow, walk with grandma. Don't do her like that. You better be sweet. Red, yellow, red, yeah, you're out. What are you doing up here? Go grab a seat. Green. Oh my gosh, another tie. Good Lord. Green, 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 green. Another tie. I cannot take this. I cannot take this. Green, red, yellow. Walk with grandma. Red, stop at the car. There's going to be another tie. Just know it. Green. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I've never seen this before in my life. Green, red. Y'all better get some distance. Y'all better get some distance. Red, green, red, yellow. All right. Okay. First grade, second grade, we're going to grab these. All right. First grade, okay, you are getting 500 points. Good job. All right, you guys ready? Okay.
Switch it back to yours.
Ready? That's what I thought. Fifth. All right, so you guys are up. Go ahead and get down on the starting line. Now remember, you can get points for cheering on other people's teams as well. You, not you, not you. Yellow. Just walk with grandma. Just walk. Just walk. You better slow it down. Red. Green. Red, there's a car. And they're both gone. All right. All right, you two go to grab a seat. All right. Down to you guys. How we doing? Okay. You're up. You're up. I'm saving you for last. All right. You ready? Remember, walk. Okay? Let's do a practice yellow. Yellow. Red. Perfect. Go back to the starting line. Go back to the starting line. All right. Here we go. Green, red, red, green, 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 red, red. There's a car. There's a car. Oh, my Lord. Green. Okay. What grade? 5th? 2nd. Okay, 2nd grade. All right, you're up, Chief. All right. You ready? Whew. Red. Just kidding, just kidding. Yellow, yellow, yellow. We're walking, we're walking. Red. Can we just take a minute and recognize that that was a great walk for yellow? Grandma got exercise. Grandma got to the mailbox to gossip. You guys did great, okay? Speaking of red light, green light, I saw a couple this morning. Okay. Green, red, red, red. There's a car. There's a car. Okay. Yellow. We're walking. We're walking. Red, green. Up. All right, we're starting over. Ready? Set. Green, green, green. Red, 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 red. Yellow. Red. Green. Red, red, red. All right. Kindergarten, 100 points. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got to give you guys 100 points because you guys have been cheering people on. Kindergarten, 100 points. Good job, okay? 1st grade and 2nd, correct? Right? Okay. This is our last one, okay? If not, you guys will each take 250 points home, okay? All right, if you guys tie up again. If one of you guys gets it, you'll take 500 points to your class. Ready? Okay. Here we go. Yellow. Green. Red. Red. We're just calming down. We're just calming down. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Go ahead and take a step back. Take a step back. You take a step back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, take a step back. Take a step. There you go. All right. Yellow. Red. Green. Unbelievable. All right. 250 points to each class. Good job, 2nd and 1st grade. Good. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, Lord. Mrs. Touchton's class, you guys are getting an extra 100 points for cheering other groups on. Good job, good job, good job. Good job, Braden. There you go, bro. Way to get those claps in. All right, guys. We're talking about kindness today. Can you guys be kind today? Can you be kind tomorrow? Raise your hand if you've ever heard this phrase, okay? Just raise your hand, okay, if you've ever heard this phrase. Shh. Kill them with kindness. You ever heard that before? Okay. Raise your hand. How about this? If you've never heard that before. Have you never heard that before? Be honest. Okay. All right, go put your hands down. Today we're talking about kindness. Can I just tell you this? You get way farther in life with kindness than you do being mean. Capiche? Repeat after me. You get way farther in life. Everybody farther in life with kindness. Turn to the person next to you and say, be kind. All right, everybody up on your feet. Let's get into our last song this morning. Everybody up, everybody up, everybody up.
I've got to let you know that I'm so thankful for everything you have done. The way you lifted me and turned my life around. Now in you I am found.
This is the Stratus class, 100 points. First grade, 100 points. Fifth grade, because of the people in the back end. Hey, hey, here we go.
If you love him, don't stop praising, put your hands up. If you love him, don't stop praising, put your hands up. Everybody give him glory, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Everybody shout your praise aloud and sing with everything. Come on and give him all the glory, for our God is worthy. Oh, everybody shout your praise aloud and sing with everything. Give him all the glory, for our God is worthy. Oh, you sing,
Let's give Jesus a round of applause this morning. Everybody repeat after me. Jesus is awesome. Before we do anything else this morning, let's go ahead and pray it up. Now listen really quick, okay? The reason why we close our eyes, the reason why we bow our heads, the reason why we put our hands together is so that way we can focus on what we're saying, okay? We are talking to the Almighty God, okay? And let me tell you something. If you don't want to pray this morning, that's fine, okay? You do what you want to do. But do not distract somebody from praying, okay? This is not a time to talk. This is not a time to share stories. This is not time to talk about what's in your lunch. Okay, this is our time to talk to the Lord this morning. So can we do that together? Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Let's bow our heads. Let's put our hands together. Let's just focus on what we're saying, on what we're hearing as we talk to God. Let's pray. God, we just come to you this morning, and Lord, we just pray that you would help us all in here be kind. That you would, in the moments when people hurt us, when people talk trash about us, when people make fun of us, Lord, I pray that you would give us the courage and the ability to be kind. In moments, even when we're right, in moments when maybe we're even smart, like we know the answer to something, and we could be really mean and show it, Lord, I pray that we would be humble, that we would choose kindness above all else. Instead of gossiping about other people, I pray that we would show kindness to them. Instead of making fun of other kids, I pray that we would show kindness to them. Instead of being disrespectful to our teacher, I pray that we would be respectful and show kindness to them. So, Lord, help us all in here strive to be more kind. Help us focus on that. Help us lean on that. Help us be more kind in the way that we live. Because after all, your Son has always and will always be kind to us. We love you, God, and everything you do. And everybody said, amen. Okay? Now, we're going to be in Ephesians chapter 4 today, all right? And before we get into the story today, I want to share a story about kindness that I had happen to me when I was younger, okay? Now, I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada, okay, which is essentially in the desert. And it doesn't snow in the desert, but it did this one winter, okay? And I didn't live out there. I lived in Florida at this time. And my grandparents took the snowballs. Okay, they took the snow that they had outside and they put them in the freezer for me. So when I got out there in summer, okay, my grandfather said, hey, here's some snowballs that we had from the winter I want, because I never seen snow before. And I still haven't to this day. I've never seen snow fall. I've seen it on the ground, but I've never seen it fall before. And so I took this snowball that my grandparents gave me. It's in the middle of July, okay? It is hot, all right? And in the desert, I don't know if you know this or not, but in the summer, it gets really, really hot. It could get up to 100 and something degrees, all right? And so we get there, and my grandfather hands me these snowballs, and so I go outside, and there's this brick wall. And I was like, I'm going to chuck the snowball at the brick wall. And so I throw the snowball as hard as I could at this brick wall, but it misses the brick wall and hits the neighbor's window right next door. And I shattered the window. And in that moment, I was so scared. First, I wanted to lie. That was my first thing I wanted to do, is I just wanted to lie about the situation. Just never tell anybody, just leave it alone. But I knew that wasn't the right thing. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to tell the truth. And so I tell my grandfather what I did, all right? I tell my grandfather, and my grandfather said, okay, well, we got to go next door, and we got to talk to them about this. And I said, Papa, I can't go next door. I can't tell. I'm scared. Because the guy that lived next door, this guy's house, was a big police officer. He was a big dude, all right? And I was just this little, like, 5th grader, and I was like, I cannot believe we're going to go over there and go talk to this guy. And then my grandfather tells me that guess what's in the garage? His brand new car that he just bought that week. And the snowball went clearly into the glass and hit the car. So my grandfather grabs my hand, and he walks me over to the house, and I walk up to the door, and we're about to knock, okay? And I hear a dog, okay? Turns out, okay, he has a massive, okay? This thing was like a mini bear, all right? German Shepherd, and this thing was huge. And when I heard the bark, I immediately thought, I'm dead. And so my grandfather knocks on the door, and the door opens, and before I even see this massive cop, the dog comes rushing out of the door. My grandfather, for some reason, grabs me and puts me in front of him. The dog attacks me, scratches my leg, and then this big police officer comes in and says, oh, come here, boy, and then brings the German Shepherd back in. What is happening right now? Okay? And then the cop is like, hey, what's going on, guys? And my grandfather said, my grandson's got something to tell you. And I was like, oh, Lord. And, of course, I did what any good 5th grader would do that's in trouble. I started crying. And I was crying because I was hoping that maybe if I cried, the guy would feel some remorse for me. That, and I was honestly a little scared, okay? And so I talked to this guy, and I said, listen, I'm really, really sorry. I didn't mean to throw the ball at your window, and I'm just so sorry, and I can't believe I did that. And he looked at me, and he said, you did what? You threw a snowball through the window? And then he just started laughing, right? And I was like, oh, we're laughing right now? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm bleeding off my leg. It's fine, okay. Right? And he said, no, it's fine. He said, don't worry about it. He said, my grandfather said, I'll replace the window. My grandfather was a construction worker, and he was like, I'll fix the window and everything. You know, it's no sweat. And the guy was like, yeah, no big deal at all. No big deal at all. And the whole time, the guy showed nothing but what? Kindness. Like, he could have been a real, real big jerk about it. He could have been like, that was my brand new car. Are you serious? He could have got mad at me, right? And he would have been right. I mean, technically, like, he could have done that. But instead, he showed what? Kindness. And so we have got to show kindness, because in that moment, that guy taught me a lesson, okay? Even if people wrong you and throw a snowball in your garage with your brand new car in it, you can still show what? Kindness. If someone stole your toy and damaged it, you still have the option of showing what? That is always there. Everybody repeat after me. Kindness is always an option. And I think a lot of times we forget that kindness is an option, okay? You're going to look at another story where kindness might have been an option. Go and watch this video on the screen, and we'll get into our verses for today.
The Bible, it's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 32.
Sally Jessup and May Lynn lived in the same town and went to the same school. And both girls had YouTube shows about slime that racked up views from across the world.
Get slimed with May.
Sally's Slime Creations.
The two girls were polite to each other in the hall at school.
Hey there.
Hi.
But they weren't exactly friends either.
I'm doing glow-in-the-dark slime next week, so you should do something different.
Look, I give my viewers what they want.
which is basically the same thing over and over. Rainbow sand slime, rainbow unicorn slime, rainbow crunchy slime.
You're just jealous how many views my rainbow glitter slime got.
Whatever.
Plus, you use borax in your slime. It's not safe.
Is too.
Liquid starch is way better.
The two girls glared at each other and marched off. A few days later, May watched Sally's newest episode.
Sally's Slime Creations.
She really should get better theme music.
Here's a super important PSA before we get started. You've probably seen some slime recipes that use borax, but borax isn't safe or healthy.
Hey, that is not true.
I know there's another YouTube show telling you to use borax for the best slime, but in my opinion, you should just unsubscribe to that channel.
What?
And now it's time for some rainbow fluffy slime.
You have got to be kidding. Sally just told thousands of people to stop watching my show. Well, I am unsubbing her right now.
May couldn't stop thinking about what Sally had done.
I cannot believe her.
In the cafeteria at school the next day, Sally walked over to where May was sitting with some other friends at the lunch table.
Can I sit here?
No way. She can't sit here.
When Sally spilled her backpack at the lockers,
Oh no.
May pretended not to notice and marched right on past. That evening, when May recorded her next episode, she had an announcement of her own.
Today on Get Slime with May, I've got an amazing guest to tell us all about the science of slime. But first, I need to warn you about another slime channel. Someone's telling you not to use borax. Well, you should hit unsubscribe fast because she's a liar. Borax is completely safe and makes the best slime. Now it's time to welcome our guest, Wendy Newton. She's a chemistry expert.
May switched to a split screen with her guest, a middle-aged woman with wild curly hair and sleepy eyes.
Hi, Wendy. Welcome to the show.
I'm honored to be here.
I gotta ask, you think borax is the best thing to use for slime, right?
Borax is great if it's used correctly. I think God has given each of us the smarts to look up safety guidelines and be wise about it.
Oh, yeah, of course. So let's get down to it. You're a chemist. How cool is that?
You could say we're all chemists. I mean, just baking brownies is chemistry.
That's right. What kind of chemistry are you whipping up for your dinner?
Oh, well, it's actually, 3 a.m. here.
Wait, what?
I'm in Dubai right now.
But that's like halfway around the world, so it's night. I am so sorry. I woke you up.
It's all right.
You said that in your email. I forgot.
It's okay, really.
You're being so nice about it.
Hey, kind is cool. There's this verse in the Bible from the book of Ephesians. It's kind of my motto. Be kind and tender to one another. Forgive one another, just as God forgave you because of what Christ has done.
May frowned. She had to admit she wasn't always great at being kind when someone made her angry.
Look, I've messed up so many times, and God has wiped the slate clean every single time. That makes it a lot easier to forgive when other people make mistakes.
Like calling in the middle of the night?
Hey, aren't we a little off topic from slime?
I think I'm gonna have to restart this recording. I said some stuff about someone else I need to delete. And how about I call you back in the morning? I mean, my morning, your afternoon.
That sounds fantastic.
May leaned back in her chair and released a long breath.
I haven't been very kind. At all. Even a little.
Grabbing her phone, May started a DM to Sally.
Hey, I'm sorry about the lunch table thing. I think rainbow slime is pretty cool. Maybe we should do a show together sometime.
May wasn't sure how Sally would respond, but she did feel better knowing that she'd taken the steps toward being kind, instead of focusing on payback.
All right, so Ephesians chapter 4 is where it's at this morning. That's what we're going to look at. And it says this. It'll be up on the screen too. You guys ready? Okay. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. And if you think about it, that's your parents in a lot of ways. Your parents do that. Your parents let you start over a new day. If you think about it, your teachers do that. Have you ever been bad one day, and then you came in the next day and you were good, and your teacher forgave you? Right? And they do that every day, right? And so, if your teachers can do this, if your parents can do this, then you can do this, okay? Your teachers forgive you, they love you. Your parents forgive you, they love you. Your pastors forgive you and love you. And so, for us, I think we can forgive others and love people too. And a lot of times we think that being kind isn't an option, right? Like, that person made me so mad. It can't be an option. But the truth is that it can be an option. We got to be kind to one another. That police officer was kind to me, okay? May, in our video, May just became like a real mean jerk, to be honest with you, right? And they were mean to each other, and they were nasty to each other. But then May realized what she has, and she could have had a good friendship. And so she forgave the other girl and moved on. And so if May can be kind to somebody that hurt her, we can be kind to people. Let me ask you this. And this is a rhetorical question, so I'm not looking for you to answer it back to me, okay? But how can you be kind this weekend? How can you be kind next week? How can you be kind today in your class? When someone says something to you, okay? When someone says something really mean to you or talks bad about you or whatever, look at me, just do this. Just look at me, okay? If someone talks trash about you, you don't have to get mean to them. You just have to look at them and say, that's very disappointing that you would act this way. Shake your head and walk away. Okay? All right, if you do that to an adult, okay? All right? But, if you got a fellow person in your class that's being mean and talking trash, just be like, man, I'm disappointed in you. That's really sad, okay? Because you guys know what it means to be kind. If someone hurts your feelings, don't try and get back at them. It's just going to create more problems. Instead of one person going to the office, now we have two people going to the office because you wanted to get back at them and you couldn't show them kindness. We have got to be kind, all right? It says this as well. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. And so instead of be kind, right, like not only be kind to each other, but tender-hearted and forgiving one another. So we have to forgive one another. Is there somebody that you can think of right now today that you need to forgive? Is there a grudge going on right now between you and another person or another friend or family, and you just need to forgive them for whatever they did to you? Whatever the situation might be. Whatever the situation might be. And so we have to be forgiving. We have to be loving. We have to be caring. And you guys have the power to do that. Okay? So what I need you guys to do is I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to say go. And what you're going to do is you're going to stand up. You're going to do 5 jumping jacks and sit down. You ready? Ready? Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Go ahead and grab a seat. All right, go and throw that main idea slide up for me. Repeat after me. Be kind to others because God is kind to you. Perfect. 5 jumping jacks. Ready, set, go. Grab a seat. Okay. Repeat after me. Be kind to others because God is kind to you. 2 jumping jacks on go. Ready, set, go. Perfect. Grab a seat. Be kind to others because God is kind to you. Go ahead and throw that Ephesians 4:32 slide up for me. Okay, 5 jumping jacks. Ready, set, go. Grab a seat. All right. Repeat after me. Instead, Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as, 2 jumping jacks. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, grab a seat. God through Christ has 2 jumping jacks. Ready, set, go. Perfect, grab a seat. Has forgiven you. Repeat after me. Be kind to each other. Turn to the person next to you and say, be kind to me. Turn to the same person you just said that to and say, I'll be kind to you. Everybody go and grab a seat and look at me, and we're going to close out and find out who's getting this chapel trophy. Go and grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. Look at me, 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 okay? Look at me, look at me, look at me. Shh. Shh. 5th grade, shh. Christian to another Christian, okay? We cannot say that we love Jesus and not be kind, okay? We cannot say that we love Jesus and that we love what he did for us and we have a relationship with him, and we can't go and tell other people about Jesus if we are not kind, okay? We have got to be kind to each other. If someone was watching you and you were being mean and nasty, and then you went up to them and said, hey, you should follow Jesus, do you think they're going to want to know more about this Jesus that you speak of? No. But we have got to be kind. Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario, and you're going to say, choose kindness. You ready? Someone talks trash about you. Someone makes fun of you. Someone looks at you weird. Someone makes fun of you because of your grade score. Someone was gossiping about you. We have got to choose kindness. We have got to. Repeat after me. We cannot say we love Jesus and be mean. We are all called to be kind, okay? This is really, really important. We have got to be kind to each other. We have to, okay? On our family calendar in our house, we have a calendar that runs everything that's going on in our household. And in the corner of that calendar, there's a notes section. And my wife said, what should we put on this calendar? I said, you know what? Put on there, be kind. And this was back in January. Because if we're not kind to each other, things don't flow. Think about it for a minute. Your classroom, if everybody's rude and mean and nasty, nothing gets done. You don't learn anything. We have got to be kind, and we'll learn, we'll grow together, we'll mature together, and live out what Christ has called us to do. And that's to go and make disciples of all what? Nations. Go make disciples of all nations. We have got to be kind. All right? Let's go ahead and bow our heads, close our eyes. Let's go ahead and pray it up, and then we'll find out who today's chapel trophy winner is going to be. Lord, thank you so much for today. And God, I pray that we would all be kind in here. Whether you're an adult or a child, it doesn't matter. Lord, help us all just be kind. Lord, I pray for the teachers in this room. Lord, I pray that you just put a hedge of protection around them. Help them go into their Friday just fearless, ready to conquer the day, ready to grow students. Lord, I pray that you would just be with all of them, give them the encouragement, the drive, the energy that they need to handle what you have for them today. And God, I pray that you would bless them for what they do. I pray that you continue to protect the school and the church here. And God, I pray that you would just be in the middle of everything, that you would be behind every decision made. And God, you are so, so good. So Lord, I pray that you would just put your grace and your love and your blessings on all of these teachers in here and students as well. And God, I pray for just a great, great Friday, that we would all be kind to each other, whether we're in the classroom, whether we're on the playground. Help us just show kindness to everybody. We love you, God, in everything you do. And everybody said...